It is Friday, which means it is time to talk about the latest episode of Beyblade Burst Sparking, and this one is pretty crazy and you don't want to miss it, so let's get right into it. So guys, in this video, we are going to be recapping the latest episode of Beyblade Burst Sparking, and in this episode, we see Shu take on his former protege and the main antagonist of the series, Lean. And the battle is pretty crazy and pretty creative, so let's get into it. So just to recap, Lean is on a hot streak of battles recently. He beat Iga and he also beat Vault, and he could possibly beat Shu here. So the episode starts off and they're challenging each other in that little like warehouse looking place where Lean likes to hang out. And Lean is also really wanting to take on the challenge and really wanting to beat World Spriggan as well, probably because it's Spriggan, which has a lot of renown and a lot of power. Before we get into the battle though, we actually have a bit of a flashback sequence going all the way back to Lean's days with the New York Bulls and whenever Shu was first training him. In this flashback, we see Shu kind of training Lean on balance for his launches, and overall we could see that Shu definitely saw a lot of potential with Lean, but he didn't really anticipate just how kind of negative and how evil Lean would eventually become. And then guys, the battle is officially underway and the 2B chassis on Spriggan is on its free spin mode. Actually, that's going to be important for right now because at the pretty much beginning of the battle, Spriggan and Lucifer go in for a head-to-head collision, and they're kind of just in the middle of the stadium, but the free spinning 2B disc sort of is slowly draining power away from the barrier. A pretty good strategy. It's not something that we have seen so far in pretty much all of Lucifer's other battles. We see every Beyblade is trying to break through the barrier, but Shu is trying to wear it down. But overall, this round ends up being a survivor finish draw. There is no winner, so the strategy might need to change up a bit. Then guys, we cut to a little flashback again of Shu sitting on a bench talking to Vault about Lean, and you can really tell that Shu is shouldering a lot of the responsibility for Lean kind of going evil, kind of going bad. But of course, Shu is not just going to give up on Lean like that, but the only way to really bring Lean back down to earth and make him chill out is by beating him. And so beating Lean is the plan. And then we see the scene that we actually saw in the preview where Shu looks over to Vault, Vault nods his head, and then Shu's eyes just go fiery red. Spriggan is changed over to its left spin mode, and the very first hit from Spriggan to Lucifer makes Lucifer wobble a little bit. So there is a lot of attack power from this left spin mode in the anime. To kind of defend Lucifer a little bit, Lean activates Variant Wall, and this shoots Spriggan back to the other side of the stadium, but this is where the really cool part happens. Spriggan actually does land, but it just kind of sends itself up and out of the stadium into the air. Then Spriggan goes above Lucifer and then crashes down, and I believe Shu uses the move World Crush or World Crusher, but correct me if I'm wrong, that's just kind of what I hear. But Spriggan comes right down on top of Lucifer and just throws Lucifer back, and the barrier just disappears. That is how heavy this attack was. But we have seen this before. In fact, Vault got right up to this point, but that is when we saw the Variant Disaster move pulled out by Lean for the first time, where we see Lucifer be way more aggressive. Lean is enraged and he uses Variant Disaster on Lucifer, which makes it way more aggressive, and Spriggan and Lucifer collide. But during their collision, Spriggan's kind of burst stopper gimmick activates, and as soon as that activates, Spriggan is shot away and Lean is surprised because this is kind of a kill shot move. This special move is what defeated Vault just a couple episodes ago, but it didn't work on Spriggan. But Spriggan is knocked away, but Shu uses a vintage move here with counter break and then goes in for another even bigger collision, and Lean is shot backwards. But more importantly, Lucifer bursts. Yes, you heard me right. Lean actually lost to Shu, which might be a surprise for a lot of you guys, and it kind of is a surprise to me. although I kind of expected, or at least really wanted it to happen, and I assume that this happened because Lucifer is getting an upgrade at the very end of November. But back to the episode, Lean is just kind of sitting on the ground, extremely shocked, and Shu comes up to him and extends a hand of peace. Remember, Shu does not want to give up on Lean. He wants to kind of bring him back over to the good side because Shu has gone through this exact thing before, back when he was Red Eye in Beyblade Burst God, or Evolution, whatever you want to call it. Shu at one point was consumed by power, and then Vault brought him back to the real world. So that is what he's trying to do to Lean. But it does not work. Lean looks even worse than he did before, even more evil than he did before. But then again, there's a new Lucifer coming, so I'm not really surprised. And that is pretty much where the episode ends off. I mean, there is one scene afterwards where Vault is talking to Shu on the beach, and I think Shu is just kind of talking about how he failed and how it's probably going to take even more effort, and that's pretty much what I got out of it. And the next episode is going to be a training episode. I mean, we are going to see Vault and Shu team up, seemingly, against the two brothers for their limit break bays, but I wouldn't expect anything crazy out of the new episode. So, in general, I thought the episode was really good. I kind of expected Shu to win, but it was also a little bit of a surprise at the same time. I felt that there were some kind of animation issues at the very beginning. I mean, characters looked kind of awkward or stiff, or their facial features were just kind of weird. But during the battle, it definitely got a lot better. But I definitely think that this is the very last time that we're going to see Variant Lucifer battle, and we might not see Lean again for another couple episodes, but in later November, that's when we're going to see the brand new Lucifer, and I'm still really excited to see what it looks like and what its limit break ability is. Maybe it'll be a new barrier gimmick, maybe it'll be more aggressive and have kind of the Hyperion aggressive wings or something. I really don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But more importantly, what do you guys think of the episode? Are you guys happy that Shu won or upset? I probably don't even need to ask this question. But of course, let me know in the comments down below. But hit that like button. We're trying to hit 800 likes. And hit subscribe to join the Nook Nation. We're getting really close to 270,000 subs. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun, and bay away.